That's good. Good
Good morning.
Good morning. It is
6 o'clock.
It's 6 in the morning, and we're on our way to the
It's, imagine if the doors weren't open. But yeah.
Bridget, how are you feeling?
Like, it's not bad. It feels really surreal. Like I don't feel like I'm going on a plane. But yeah. It's cool.
Surreal but excited.
Yeah. And tired. I don't think I slept at all last night.
Same. No,
Yeah.
sleep is not a thing we got.
Nope.
Hi, my name is Rocket and I play the violin. Hi, I'm Izzy and I play the viola.
Hello, I'm Bridget and I play the piano.
And hello, I'm Adele and I play the cello. So, how did you guys become a quartet?
This is the gang, the quartet, St Andrew's Quartet, and this is our last concert. This is the hall, and there is the piano.
I found this piece by Brahms, the G minor quartet, and I really loved it. I really wanted to find a group to play it with, and so I found 3 mates and got them all together. And then we've just stayed as a quartet and we've explored other pieces since then.
And how long have you been playing together?
Just over a year, I think.
Okay, nice. So, how has playing chamber music over like the past year and a bit, how has it changed your kind of perspective of chamber music?
I think we've had to think a lot about balance. Playing with an instrument from a different section of kind of musical instruments has kind of proven to be quite difficult because you have to think about the difficulties that they face as well as the things that we find hard, you know. The piano is quite a big instrument, so compared to the violin, it can play a lot louder and it's also got quite a big range. But also, equally, sometimes, 3-string instruments can overpower the piano. And I think also just working together, getting to know each other. I've never played with Adele before, so that was like a new challenge in itself, learning to play with a new person. And just kind of forming an ensemble where you kind of think as one, and kind of that next level where you have a kind of a deeper connection.
So what was the favourite part about playing together then as a group?
I think it's the performing. I mean, just like, I think the end product of performing, obviously, the entire journey is really fun, but it's also really hard because rehearsing and having lessons, it's hard work. But then when you get to a concert, you just enjoy it as a group. I think that's the most important thing and the most valuable thing out of playing together.
I think also the whole rehearsal process, because once we knew each other really well, the rehearsals were just really fun. Like sometimes we would literally talk for an hour instead of actually rehearsing, and like so it all just became like really fun.
No, I think I would agree. I also think having kind of being able to play with people who actually invest in what they do, because I find you can play chamber and people be not as invested or not like the genre, so then they don't want to put everything into it, whereas because we all sort of did, it was kind of much easier to connect with people, as you said, and sort of become like a unit. What was your initial reaction when you realised that all this was real and we were actually going on tour?
Well, I think because there were so many like
Changes
in plans,
So many.
we weren't really sure what was going to happen in the end.
And then
Because
finally happened.
eventually they settled on Scotland, which was great. And I think it was just really nice to know we would have something to like aim for, and something that we were actually working towards, and also just that all our work was like being recognised and that we were being given this opportunity.
Yeah, it was very surreal until we actually got there. We're like, okay, this is actually happening.
So like a week before, we were still
Still umming and ahhing. Following on from that, what has been the biggest challenge of like looking back on the entire year we've been working together? What do you think has been the biggest challenge?
Well, I would say just at the start it was fairly hard getting back into chamber music, because it was after we'd been away from school with like lockdowns and stuff, and so actually going into any sort of form of chamber music was actually a bit different.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think after not playing with people, we kind of lost the skills of playing together. I mean, I've played with other people before, we've all done lots of chamber music, but it's completely different once you've had a break. But I think that actually really helped us. I think we came in with like fresh ideas and like really wanted to do it. It wasn't just something we were expected to do. We were like so excited to get back playing chamber music, playing together after playing on our own for so long. And although that was challenging, it was just so rewarding.
So what's your fondest memory like of the tour?
Or as a group?
Or as a group, yeah. Either one.
I think my fondest memory of the tour would probably be the community orchestra. So I got to sit next to this little girl. It was her first time actually playing with other people, which is always going to be a very special occasion. I remember myself the first time I sat in an orchestra, and it is the most terrifying thing that you will ever do in your life, because you're sat there and you don't know what you're playing, you don't know what anyone's doing, you don't really know what the conductor's trying to do, and you're just sat there trying to get on with it. But it is it's the best way to learn, really. It was amazing to be part of that experience, and I could tell she was really enjoying it. She would do little claps and be like, she looked so happy, and then by the end of the rehearsal, despite the fact that she was so nervous to begin with, and she was sat with a load of adults when she was the only kid.
Getting to know each other, that was really special.
Les rêves des amoureux sont comme les vents vains. Ils donnent de la joie ou bien des chagrins. Affaiblis par la frange, suis malheureux. Volant en chemin, tous accrochent pas, car rien n'est gratuit.
I think one of my favourite memories of the tour was, it's not my most favourite, but there was a point, David Watkins, when he started incorporating what we're learning in A-level music with the music we were playing. And I finally understood the link between the two, because before I hadn't. So it was nice to kind of hear that. But no, I would say spending time together was my favourite as well.
Yeah, just getting to do it all together.
Yeah.
And actually going on like such an exciting sort of...
Do you like exploring the city?
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
It was nice doing it with like a group of people that you know so well.
Yeah.
And like knowing that we'd earned it. Really.
Yeah. I guess forging friendships.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
kind of thing. So what's next for you guys?
So once I finish school in a few months, I'll be heading off to the Royal Academy of Music to study violin with Jack Liebeck, and I've always wanted to be a musician, and I'm making the next step.
I'm going on to do English at university.
I'm really excited to be going to the academy, joining Rocket, and I'm studying with Christopher Elton, and so it's really a dream come true to be able to study there.
I'm obviously disappearing off into my gap year. What advice would we have for upcoming musicians following in our footsteps?
I think get involved with the things that you want to do because you choose to do them.
Always do the things you love.
It's really hard balancing academic and music, but I think you have to be brave and you have to follow your gut instinct.